we can able to that is the we have to consider it whenever you are using a invoke workflow. We will able to pass any kind of data other than secure text. So even whenever you are attending an interview, you are you tell in interview. So what are the challenges you face? What are the observations you face? This is also one of the things. So you will get some impression, good impression. Okay, we'll see now. Let me. So if you want to keep it separate, so what we have to do, see, if you want to invoke workflow, just go to double click on import arguments. You don't need to keep the arguments in argument section of the main workflow. That is one of the things you have to consider. And what is this? Login, right? So go to main. Get credential is there, right? So you will get so entire login. Get credential. So asset name, so here you don't need to use any variables. asset name. So here we have to pass asset name, and you will get control K password, control K username. So directly we will pass the value username and password login button. So in this invoke workflow, go to login page and arguments, delete these arguments, delete this as well.
హలో మామ, నేను మళ్ళీ మాట్లాడుతున్నా.
చెప్పురా మళ్ళీ.
అది ఒకసారి లాగిన్ పేజ్ లో ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ పాస్ చేస్తే వస్తుంది.
లేదు లేదు వస్తున్నా. ఈ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ యాక్చువల్గా ఈ పాస్వర్డ్ పాస్ చేయలేము మనం. నేను చెప్తాను. ఇది నేను డిలీట్ చేస్తే whenever we delete these arguments, immediately it has to go. Here there is no arguments. It is not refreshed. Let me do one thing. Rename this. Login UI demo.
ఒక్కసారి లాగిన్ యూఐ డెమో ఉంది కదా, దాంట్లో ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్, క్రియేట్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చేసి వేరియబుల్ డిలీట్ చేసి ట్రై చేయి ఒకసారి.
వేరియబుల్స్ లేవుగా.
అక్కడ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ ఇస్తే మనకి ఇన్వోక్లోకి ఆటోమేటిక్గా వస్తుంది.
అవునవును, అదే ఇప్పుడు ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ డిలీట్ చేశాం కదా,
ఉమ్.
అయినా డిలీట్ చేసిన అంటే అది డిలీట్ కావాలి కానీ. ఓకే. సో okay, now it will work. Could not find an asset with this name. Nonsense. So here we got an exception. See, now successfully like now entered values of admin and password. That means username and password. Sorry. So it doesn't perform the click event. Just go and check the properties. So it was failed. Just go and edit selector and click on indicate element. See, like now where it has, sorry, highlight it. So it was highlighting properly. Then so login, Just remove the simulated clickers and run this. See, whenever you are running it, like no, you don't need to open like no, what are the files you are invoking. Okay, so it is successfully logged in. The issue is whenever you are passing a secure text, for example, let me close this. So now we have invoke workflow. So in this invoke workflow, so this is our login. So here, for example, without passing the password, I would like to pass just come to the like now whenever you want to pass the arguments, come to like now in which workflow you would like to pass that. So here I would like to pass, then come to the argument section of this page. So I would like to create an argument of what we will pass. So we will pass some value. So I will okay. So here we have some values like cash in, on as check, not on as check. So we will try to pass these three values, okay, and we will like no try to click on this accept button. So we will pass it from here. So what is the first argument? It is cash in. So when it go for cash in, it accepts a double type of data. It will not see, we can it like no, it is a demo application, so it will accept what are the like no what are the values. But like no, whenever we are calculating some total by adding all the fields, so in that case it will fail if you pass string. So for that, for always the currency values, either like US dollars or it is a INR, so or like no, any one of the currency, we are always use to select a double. So here it is system dot double, select system dot double. Okay, so create one more. What is that? On as check. On as check. What is this? Here also same, it is a double. And not on as check. This is also a double. Okay, so now after login, so from here we will call another workflow. Sorry. Okay, first of all, like now we will do here only. Anyway, we like no, what is that? Call, we declared the like no arguments, right? So okay, now what we have to do? We have to enter the data into these three fields: cache in, on a check, not on a check. So what we do? So we have to, oh, already we saw, right? Type into. Indicate on screen. So which value we have to provide? Cache in, right? Cache in. Enter cache in value. So what is the text we have to provide? Cache in. So what is this type of variable? We are passing as a, see here it accepting text. So it accepts only text format, but like now what is the value we are providing? We are providing a double. So in order to convert into double, what do we have to do? So we saw C, I believe DBL of, sorry, so anyway it is this one, right? So dot toString. See already we are passing a value of double only. And now take one more. Type into, indicate now on as check. So here what is that? On a check dot toString. Enter. On as cache. So again, so we have to enter one more value, right? So indicate on screen, select this. So here we have to enter only value. Okay, so we don't need to enter any one of the. So if it is not accepting, whether like now what is the type of the data you have to see, and if the type of the data is text, you have to convert into what is the format of like now what is the type of data you are passing. Enter. Not on as check. Here not dot Tuesday. That's it. After that you have to what is that? It's a button, right? So we have to use click. Select this. So here we have a button called accept. Click on this. See, whenever you are identifying an element, click on ACC accept button. Okay. Now it's done. Now we'll go to the main. Just double click on this. So before that, okay, we will so there are two things. We will create variables and we will pass the value, or directly we can pass the value over here. Login. What is this? Why it is not working? Sorry, we have to save it. Okay, we have to save it, and so now directly I am passing the value double dot. So another value is dot. So I pass values. Now see, if we have we need to check. See, already we have opened one this application. Before running this, before executing any one of the process, so you just check it whether this already this application has been opened by someone else or not. So you want to close it before performing some of the actions on that, some of the operations on that. So how do you close it? So we have what we have to use, kill process. So in the process name there are two things. You can directly give UI demo.exe. There are two things. One is, see, directly we can pass the, so we can pass the where the exe is available. So here, what is the path of this sorry, this UI demo application. Copy a nonsense. Copy as path. So here system dot, oh, now it is changed. I will tell you about that. See, it is accepted. Okay, so after see, how do you know that whether this whatever the data we entered it is been accepted or not? So here once after clicking on this button, there is no value here. That means that it is accepted. And it is created. This is the account, and previously there is these values are blank, right? So after this, so it has been created one transaction, and in which account the amount has been deposited. This is the account, and this is the transaction number. Okay, so see, for example, if you want to close it after performing, so you have to use close application. Okay, not the tab is only for browser based applications, so you can use close window or close application. So we'll see close window, indicate on screen. So close is for, so here you will have one button, or so here we will have a button. See, close window means see, you can not only what is that, identify only the cross button. Sorry, I will go and edit. I will tell you this indicate element. See, you just click on top of that window. Okay, so just now see, always whenever you are is there any dependency on the main workflow, so you have to come to the main workflow and run it. So if there is no dependency, you can run it directly from the sub workflow or child workflow. See, after done, the window has been closed. Okay, so you have to click on top of that window, so automatically whenever it identifies, so that is the activities performed in the background of the process, it will close it. Okay, so I believe now, sorry, I believe you understand this, how to invoke a workflow, how to pass the values from the, see here, from here we pass the values, but in my home mosquitoes will kill me. So what did he forget to tell? Okay, so here in invoke workflow, see, you don't need to pass the variables, you don't need to create any variables, such that if if you are getting the values from input file like Excel or data table, so in that case just create a variable and assign a value by using assign activity and pass the value into that. So for example, here it is cash in, right? So there are three values we are passing. What is that? Cash in, on as cash, and not on as cash. So in the three fields, take three assign activities and pass the values from the input data and pass into variable. So from here, okay, whenever you are calling this, so you won't pass any hard code values. So here, see, you will not pass any hard coded values. So rather than that, you will pass what are the variabilities. Control K, what is that? Caching. Okay, so and come over here, Control K, on as cache. So here, come to the last one, Control K, not caching. I don't want to create it. Okay, so click on OK. So where the variables has been created. See, okay. So even I don't need to provide the type of the argument like no variable. So directly only like now this scope, even the scope also not required to pass, because it will be like no inside this, right? Just for like, so here I can provide a sorry, double right. Okay, save it. What happened? It's done, right? So this is how it will. Okay, so okay, so now we have, when we open that file, give me a second. Okay, so now see, for example, like now in whenever I am working on web application or like now desktop application, the same way, like there is no difference of like now only passing the values, like, and some parameters will change. Okay, now what I do, uh, radio. So for example, if we are having a checkbox in our web application, or if we are having some drop down values. So for checkbox we have to use check activity. See here, control check. Okay, so and if you are having, so before going to this concept, so I would like to ask, like now, is invoke workflow is understood? Everyone, or is anybody else like no, did not understand? I believe everybody understood. See, don't feel any shy. Okay, so you don't need to what is the value and what is the site it is. So academy.ua.com. Learn by role. Okay, so here see, we will use, there is no other option. So we have a checkbox here. So we have to select the checkbox. See, okay, okay, this is a like no, anyway, type into only it will. Okay, yeah. So here we have a drop down as well. Okay, drop down. So like now, any one of the drop down value I will like to select it. Or so here also, this is also one of the drop down values. Okay, so I will use this site for okay. So okay, I will go for sequence. What is this? Checkbox and select. Okay, now so open browser. So in this browser I am going to use so after this what we have to perform? So we need to check. So this is the control check I am taking. So indicate element inside browser. So for example, I want to check the first option. Okay, what is the label? Check label. So select RPA starters. Select. So now see, I would like to select any one of the value from this drop down. So how do you select? What is the activity I supposed to use? So here select. Okay. Select. There is one activity called select item. So indicate element and then control does not support the select item. Now see, like now, for example, if I select, sorry, actually like so this is also not. So before that, use click. So indicate element. So click on this. So see, what is our idea? So we have to select an item from the. So what like now whenever we select it, what it does? So it will select this item and then we have to select the drop down list and then select this list. See, now I am able to select, for example, like now I will select this is all or see, I can able to select any one of them. So I am able to select. Hey. That means this site is not supporting to select the draw, like no this what is that, this property values. That means the element which is available. So we do select this. Hey, even this also. So in that case, what to do? So for example, if the select item like no is not supporting to select one particular value, so what you have to do? Check. We will try here. So now checkbox is selecting, not the like no select item. Okay, so okay, so after this, remove from here, come here, save it. So come to main workflow. Disable this activity. Friends, I have one interview. I have to attend it. So tomorrow we will disable, and we will call it from here. Hmm? So this is invoke. Okay, so I have an interview, so we will like anyway we will continue this, so it will take like 10 to 15 minutes again, like to explain, but the panel will be waiting over there. Okay, we will continue tomorrow. Thank you.